G'day little nippers and welcome to another Halloween month special! It's become something of a tradition at this time of year for kids and young adults alike to put on scary costumes, knock on people's houses and get treats from the people inside. So, imagine my surprise that someone took this concept and reversed it, making the house eat them.
Don't go on the lawn.
In a snappy little film called Monster House. To start with, the setup was surprisingly original, and I can probably count on one claw the amount of scary movies featuring inanimate objects coming to life and doing spooky things was, but this film, I have to say, is one of the most basic stories in a Halloween movie I've ever seen. What didn't help, I felt, was having several nods here and there to much bigger and better movies. I mean, without giving anything away, my biggest problem was, well, for one, the ending. The ending was a little too cop-out for me. I don't know, I was just expecting more for such a great plot and build-up. To add a little balance, though, leading up to it, were great and relatable characters, slightly iffy effects on the animation, but overall a pretty basic payoff. So why is it still talked about even today? Well, for all of the film's faults, it still has a surprising charm to it. It's weird because the animation is at times so awful it looks like a cutout from Food Fight.
You cold-farted itch. You cold-farted itch.
With clumsy stop-motion, cartoony movements and clay-like visuals becoming very difficult to ignore. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do and give the film a real identity by making them more clay-like. Usually this would make them more creepy as stop-motions like Coraline would tell you. But I feel overall it just didn't work. They obviously used stop-motion technology to make the movements of the characters match up with actual people. So, why not just stick with that?
You cold-farted itch.
While we're on the subject of characters, I have to say that they are creative and have very distinct personalities. However, one big thing that I noticed is that the producers and the director seem to get perhaps a little too carried away with them at times, and ended up making them say and do things that were, well...
Never! Snapper, flipper, dipper.
What an odd thing to say.
Anyway, the strange, charming yet eerie atmosphere the film has definitely makes it work somewhat better because of the clever mixture of tension, colour, music, in the way that the filmmakers textured such things like the house breaking apart, forming all of these frightening shapes and facial expressions, truly is worth a mention. Overall, however, this film's ambitious animation was too much of a distraction for me to really connect with or give any real positivity on. However, on the flip side, its Halloween charm, colour and sense of atmosphere was equally too much for me to lay any real negativity on. So, I guess I'll score this 6 out of 10 Croc Points. An iffy animated, creative dose of Halloween that I think is worthy of any watch this holiday. Take care little nippers, be sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and, if you can, support me on Patreon. See you in a while, crocodiles!
Never! Snapper, flipper, dipper.
You cold-farted itch.